All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take layer 1 and duplicate it one more time, Command J, and then hide layer 1 here, and I want to work with a copy. So I'm looking at the copy. So I'm going to pick a side. So I'm just going to get my selection tool, which is this tool right here, and I'm going to select out half of her face, like so. All right, so now we can adjust this. Something like that. Yeah, right down the middle of her face. Okay? And what you're going to do is just hit delete. So you just chopped off half her face. So then with that layer on, I'm going to take with that layer selected, I'm going to go to edit, transform, and I'm going to flip horizontally. Oh, sorry. It's selected. I have to Command D to deselect all this stuff. So now I'm going to go edit, transform, flip horizontally. And then I'm going to move it. Before I move it, I'm going to turn on the bottom layer. I'm going to move it so it looks, I'm going to move it so it's perfectly symmetrical, like the best you can. Just move it so where you think it looks the best. Obviously that's wrong, obviously that's wrong, obviously that's wrong. So just move it to where you think it looks good. It's never going to be perfect. Okay, so there we go. And then once I have that kind of situated there, I'm going to now make a clipping mask. So with that layer selected, I'm going to click on this and add a clipping mask. Not a clipping mask, a mask layer. What am I saying? And I want to make sure I have black here. So, sorry, cancel. I want to flip that, so that's X, right? So flip that. If you do the letter X, you should get black. If you don't have black, click on it and choose black. So that's the foreground color. Now I'm going to get my brush tool, B for the brush tool, right here. And it's a little large. You can see that I have my circle of the brush tool. So it's the left square bracket will make it smaller. All right. So black means I'm going to brush away stuff. So what did I do here? This image, right? So that's the actual image. So what I want to do is brush away. I don't want to have to be perfectly symmetrical hair and background. I want to brush that away. So I'm going to take it and brush away this stuff and reveal the actual picture behind it. But not her face, just... So I'm brushing away this stuff here. Might need to do it more. Maybe a wider brush. Yeah. Like that. So I'm painting black to reveal, so that you can see here, black to reveal, right? So if you take this away, you can see that I'm revealing that. Okay, so then I can turn that on and off. You can see the difference. It's not perfect. Maybe I'll brush a little bit more later, but okay, then I'm going to group. I'm going to actually duplicate this layer. I'm going to duplicate this layer, layer 1, duplicate it. So Command J that. And then these two, I'm going to select both layers and Command G to group them. So this will be symmetry of the left side, left. And I'm going to hide it. So now I'm going to do the same thing again, but with the right side. So remember, I reflected this side, so I'm going to do the opposite side now. Hide it, and select the bottom layer, this one here. And now I'm going to get my selection tool again, and now select the other side. Okay, select the other side, and so here's a different way. Instead of duplicating it and deleting, you can copy it. So I've copied that part, and I'm going to create a new layer, and I'm going to paste. So now I'm going to hide the bottom layer, take this one, and now I'm going to go edit, transform, and flip horizontally. Now I'll turn that thing back on and move it. So I'll get my move tool and move it over here. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to put on a mask, get my brush tool, B, and brush away this stuff. Not the face, but the hair and the hat. Brush all that away to reveal the actual image below it. See this line here? Yeah. Gotta really brush that away. So I'm using the right square bracket key to make my brushes bigger so I can do more with it. Something like that. May not, oh yeah, there's still some ghosting happening here. Anyway, you can make it as perfect as you can, hiding all this stuff. Okay? And then don't forget to group these layers. So select these ones here, group them, and this would be symmetry left, symmetry right, symmetry right. Okay, so that's symmetry right, and if I turn on symmetry left, see the difference between the two?